take our sneaky Six of Swords, okay? So let's put the Six of Swords in the third position. And again, we have our pre-shuffled cards, and let's put this in the third position. So I turn over the first one. Ooh, it's the Hanged Man. And then we have the Hierophant. Ooh, there's authority going on right there, and there's a whole lot of thinking. And then we have our Seven of Swords, and now we turn over, wow, we turn over the Nine of Wands, and now we arrive at the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, guys. So this spread tells me this is all about people. This is all about this is definitely about people. So here we have, to start out with, we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man has to do with perspective. It's our personal perspective, and it's literally like we're hanging ourselves upside down because we kind of need a fresh start. We need some new thinking. Some things have not been working for us, and so we literally are hanging ourselves upside down because we want a different perspective. We need a different perspective. And we'll say a whole lot more about this card, but so we're looking at someone who is looking for a new perspective, a new way of thinking, a new way of even changing their worldview, maybe changing really old patterns of actions and thinking and living, and literally hanging themselves upside down to create a new perspective in many, many areas. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the number 5 in the major arcana, and the Hierophant represents authority, and it can represent legal aspects. It can represent teaching and wisdom. It can represent religion and dogma and how we follow that. And because the Hanged Man is first, and I know this is changing perspective and changing how we think about ourselves and the world around us. And then we look at this Hierophant, and there could be some influence from a place of authority. Maybe there's some schooling, additional schooling, that's actually helping this person change the way they've been thinking. Well, then we come right to our Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is facing the Hierophant, but they're looking away, they're looking over their shoulder, probably thinking that maybe they should have taken more. And they're making sure that who's ever in those tents in the background is not onto them. So this is a card of mistrust, something going on. Now, when I look at the Nine of Wands, I think this guy has been through something. Now, when you see this Nine of Wands, this guy's got a bandage over his head. He's holding his staff, his wand, and he has come a long way to get here. In tarot, in numerology, nines represent the coming of an end of a cycle, right? So this guy has been through some stuff, and he's just about ready to change that and change the flavor of the cycle that he's in and begin anew. And then we see the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is facing the Nine of Wands, and we know this is fire, this is motivation, this is action, this is us moving ourselves forward. And this King of Wands is a very stable person, really fiery energy. And in this situation, it feels to me like it's someone who is almost like an elder that has a lot of great wisdom and like a soft place to land. If this Nine of Wands has been having a rough time, and maybe someone took something or took advantage of them, and they're trying to heal from that and end this cycle, this King of Wands is coming in to help. He's going to offer a soft place to land. And we see the Queen of Pentacles. This is the earth flavor. This is grounding. This is fertility. And this is insight and safety and belonging. So overall, this person is having a real change. You know, it kind of gives me the flavor of somebody have going through a Saturn return, and their Saturn return is a little bit tough, and they're reevaluating themselves, and they're actually looking at what they've done and what they haven't done, and coming to terms with accepting what they've caused and the accountability of self. And that Hierophant position right next to the Hanged Man, it gives me the feeling like this person has been doing a lot of soul searching and realizing here with the Seven of Swords that they may have taken the wrong things or made some wrong choices, or maybe been a little hasty or a little greedy, and maybe their deceit has caught up with them, and here they are in the Nine of Wands, and they're really wanting to heal. They're really wanting to end this cycle. And something about this King of Wands and this fire energy, it's going to start something new. It's going to bring in new energy. Makes me feel like this is a person who's offering the Hanged Man a soft landing, words of wisdom and help and love and encouragement. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, like the mother, the nurturer, someone who will hold you and say, it's okay, I've got you. And that's how I read this. This is a really cool reading. So what are we going to do? What are we going to turn upside down? Let's turn upside down our Seven of Swords. And what if we just turned up the Seven of Swords upside down, okay? So here we have our Hanged Man, a whole new perspective, looking at, let's stick with the whole Saturn return, or going through the dark night of the soul or something. And a new perspective, and needing to change, and accepting to change, and the Hierophant. All right, and now we have the Seven of Swords inverted. And so maybe this person has been making amends for some actions that were unsavory in their past. They're taking accountability for it. They're saying, I'm sorry. They're trying to make amends. And the Nine of Wands shows that they've been working really hard to make amends and to change their role. And perhaps the Nine of Wands represents the person and where they are, becoming the King of Wands, becoming someone more noble and someone more accountable and someone of more authority. And the Queen of Pentacles could also be saying, with the fire and the earth, we together are bringing in a masculine and a feminine balance into this life. Okay? I would love for you to comment. Let me know what you think. And what do you feel when you look at these cards? When you look at the story, as we're weaving the story, and you see the story, now how do you feel about that story? And how do you feel when we invert some of these cards? Now what does the story do to you? And what do you pick up on that I didn't pick up on? You know, look at that too. And in this spread, it was really personal for me in some ways. And I feel like someone out there right now is watching me, and you think I'm reading for you. Tell me, did this really affect you? I'd love to know. And I so appreciate you watching and following. And again, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video.